Mary Meet, my dear soul, welcome to your tarot reading for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this reading finds you in a time you feel loved and in a time you feel safe. So, in today's tarot reading, I am seeing that there is quite a struggle here when it comes to manifesting your twin flame union. So we are going to be dissecting 6 reasons why your twin flame union is not materializing into this physical reality just yet. So as you can see, we already have some tarot cards prepared for us today. And right at the bottom, we have 6 ways you can improve your current situation and achieve twin flame union. And we are going to uncover that in the extended tarot reading. So you might want to stick around for that. So I'm seeing right now, you are in this 5 of Cups energy. Now, what does that mean when you are at the 5 of Cups trying to manifest this 10 of Cups? That means, divine soul, that your current energy feels very like somber. Okay, I'm feeling kind of like this empty space in the heart chakra. And I'm seeing a lot of grays, a lot of blacks. I feel like how you have been looking at your twin flame journey, you've kind of been looking at it in the lens or through the lens of sadness and of lack. I see that there has been some struggle with this twin flame journey, and it is not an easy journey. I know you know that, divine soul. And I see that you are kind of like at the center of everything that is going on. You are that cup in the center. And there are so many different possibilities, different outcomes. And I see that you are kind of looking at all of these different possibilities. And you feel quite overwhelmed by what could happen in the future. I see that you are trying to navigate through a map. You are trying to find your way. You are trying to find your twin. And I see that there's just something that feels missing. Something feels blank. And I see that this is really demotivating you, and this is taking a toll on how you perceive yourself as your twin flame's divine partner, and how you perceive this twin flame relationship and journey. So I do feel like you are trying to navigate through this map, and you are looking at the different options, the different possibilities, the different realities, and I feel like you feel discouraged and demotivated because you are not seeing the results that you are trying to find. I feel like you want to be surrounded by stability. I feel like you want you and your twin flame to stand strong together, safe in the foundation that you both have built up for yourself. I feel like you don't want to stand in the middle alone. You want to stand next to your twin flame. And of course that makes sense. A lot of twin flames, they feel that way. They feel this deep and strong desire to be with their twin. And I see that this is kind of frustrating because you aren't exactly seeing the results yet. So the energy that I'm picking up on with this 5 of Cups is it's like I'm hearing the word nostalgia. So it's kind of like you're looking back to the past. And this can be your past life as well, or one of your past lives. And I feel like there's just this deep longing, this deep desire to see some change, to see something different, to finally see your reflection. I feel like you're tired, Divine Soul, and this exhaustion or like exasperation is really taking a toll on how you see this journey and how you see this relationship. And so I do see that this is kind of where the struggle begins. This is where the struggle stems from. You are not seeing results, which is then causing frustration. And this frustration is manifesting in different forms and in different ways. So I'm going to set these two cards aside, and we are going to take a look at the 6 reasons why you and your twin flame are not uniting yet. Now, I see here that you have a few cards in reverse. So, you have the Hierophant in reverse. So, this is the first reason. I feel like you have been going against the grain. And that's not exactly a bad thing, because you are sticking to your truth and you are, listening to your intuition and allowing yourself, giving yourself that permission to be your most authentic self. But the thing is, I feel like you see the advice that's being given to you. You see what your intuition is trying to guide you to do. Yet it's still so hard to shake it off. It's still so hard to shake off that feeling of nostalgia or that feeling of sadness, that feeling of longing. It's hard to shake it off, especially when you aren't exactly seeing what you were expecting to see. And I see that this sort of like non-conformity to what your intuition is trying to guide you to do, is kind of causing this like pull. It's causing this pull and this resistance. And I feel like the universe is trying to guide you, trying to give you support, and trying to encourage you. And because you don't fully believe in this union manifesting, because of the results just not showing up yet, it creates this divide. It creates this pull away from what you are trying to manifest. And I find it quite interesting that you have the Hierophant in reverse, because usually when I see the Hierophant card, I see that there is order in place and there is some sort of tradition or some sort of practice that needs to be put in place. But I see that, the advice that's being given to you, be it through tarot readings or simply through what your intuition is trying to guide you to do, it's kind of hard to put that into practice. It's hard to apply it. I see that the second reason that you and your twin flame are not uniting yet is because the energy just feels so whack. The energy feels all over the place. And I feel like this really goes perfectly together with the Hierophant in reverse, because I see that there is a lack of being grounded. There's also a lack of faith. It's like you don't fully believe in this union manifesting because you're not getting the results at the time or in the same plan or in accordance with your expectations. So I do see that the energy feels all over the place, and there is a lack of grounding. There is a lack of finding your center and finding your peace. I feel like your energy is also very spread thin. I feel like there's just so many different things going on in your life right now that you have to deal with and you have to work through. And a twin flame union happening at this very moment would just be too much, and it would just cause you to be worn out or burnt out. And the universe does not want you to experience that, does not want that to happen for you. The universe wants you to know that this twin flame union will manifest when it is the perfect time to manifest it. I see that the third reason here with the Page of Cups, I see that there is still a lot of growth. I feel like you might be getting a little bit too excited for this union to manifest, that you're almost willing to put everything aside to cater to your twin flame, to cater to this relationship. I feel like you are ready to give up a lot in your life or sacrifice a lot in your life to make sure that this union does happen. And I love how, these cards, they show up in a way that each card kind of relates to the one before it. And I see with this Page of Cups that you have quite a journey to go through, Divine Soul. I want to be completely honest with you. I don't want to sugarcoat the messages that I am receiving. But I do see that right now it just seems a little bit premature. Because at this moment, I do see your energy still feels all over the place. And, this consciousness of lack, or this idea that this isn't happening for you, this need to make this union happen is putting you in a position that makes yourself feel ready and willing to change your entire life, flip your whole life around, or give up everything to be with your twin flame. And the universe wants you to center yourself first. Discover yourself first. So you have the fourth reason with the 9 of Wands in reverse. So I see it, okay? With this 9 of Wands in reverse, I do feel like your energy also feels very flippant or fickle. It's like one day you're feeling extremely motivated and you have so much faith in the universe, and the next day you are ready to give up. And I'm seeing, because of this back and forth, it just puts you in a position that you just don't really know how you feel anymore, and you're just tired, okay? Going back to this Wheel of Fortune card, your energy is so spread thin. The energy feels all over the place that it puts you in this place of feeling like you want to work it out, and then the next day you don't. You want to give up. So it is this indecisiveness, I guess. This indecisiveness, or this kind of fickle energy that changes so often. And the fifth reason I see is that at this moment, your cup is empty. I feel like you must learn how to fill your own cup first before giving your cup to anyone else. Now, this cup represents your love. So I do see that right now, coming from this consciousness of lack, coming from this need, this desperation, this willingness to give up everything just to make this union happen, I feel like, that is coming from an empty cup. That is coming from a place of need, coming from a place of lack. And that also puts you in a position of resistance. It puts you in this energy or this state of resistance because there is this need. And I feel like there's also this kind of mentality that once you are with your twin flame, that is when you will feel complete. That is when you will feel whole. But no, the universe wants you to learn how to feel whole on your own before giving your love to anyone else. And now for the last reason. I see with the Seven of Swords that there are certain things that you are still denying about yourself. I feel like shadow work is really going to come in handy. But I do see that there is this sort of like denial of certain things about yourself. Maybe it's about your shadow. Or maybe it is rejection rejection from the past. You don't want to accept that certain things happened to you in the past. It's like you kind of just want to suppress difficult emotions, difficult memories, or difficult things to accept about yourself. So I am seeing a level of deception when it comes to how you perceive yourself and how you communicate with yourself. So I do see that the Seven of Swords indicates that you are kind of hiding behind a mask when you look in the mirror. You don't see yourself fully. There's still something here that needs to be revealed and healed by yourself. Something that you are going to have to do before you can become a vibrational match to your twin flame. Now, these are the 6 reasons why I am seeing you and your twin flame not uniting yet, Divine Soul. If you would like to join me in the extended tarot reading where we are going to be looking at 6 things that you can do to improve your situation and propel you forward in this twin flame journey, then I will leave the link below. Blessed be.